Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Come on, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn them on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I got a tweet the other day. When Steve Harvey used to get to preaching, I used to just turn the radio off. But now it's different. Old dude be bringing it. He be bringing the truth. I appreciate that. You know, man, when I was younger, man, when I wanted to do what I wanted to do, man, I ain't want to hear nothing else. I didn't want to hear nothing that contradicted what I wanted to do. You know, so it's a funny thing, man, about me, man. I would hear the truth. I would know it to be the truth, but because I had another plan, another mission, another goal, another set of dues I wanted to get done, I didn't want to hear that. You know, it's a funny thing, man. It's like it's like when I was a little boy and I used to get scared sometime at night, you know, the booger man. So I thought that if I just pulled the blanket up over my head, that meant that if I can't see the booger man, he can't see me. That's the theory. That's an ostrich, you know, sticking his head in the sand thinking, wow, if I don't see this dude, he can't see me. A lot of ostriches done died with their head stuck in the sand. I just didn't want to be one of them people that left this world with my head in the sand. But I just wanted to say, man, this morning that quit talking about change. Y'all listening? Because this is real right here. Quit talking about change and let's make a change. You know, man, I don't mind giving people advice. I really don't, because so many people along the way have handed it to me freely, man. Some people just saw me doing wrong and say, young man, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. Some people say, hey, bro, look, man, I know what you're trying to do, but, man, have you thought about it this way? So I've had a lot of favor in my life, a lot of grace been shown on me, a lot of mercy, a lot of people that came to me, helped me along the way. So I don't have no problem with this part of what I'm obligated to do in the mornings. But let's quit talking about change, y'all, and let's make a change. See, change is growth, and ain't no growth without change. You got people, man, you ever met a person that's just insistent on doing it their way? I mean, nobody in the building think they should go that way, but they so boneheaded. Oh, this is how I'm going to do it. But, bruh, listen to me, man. That ain't how it's done. You going to run into this. I'll show you. Wait a minute, man. You can't do it that way, man. If you are sick and tired of where you are, then you have to change. Change can only come from within. Can't nobody make you change. Now, we got a penal system in place that can make you sit down if you don't want to change. We'll sit you down and we'll restrict your movement and your communication to the point where if you want to continue this foolishness, we're going to put you in this building with a whole lot of people that's foolishness. And y'all just trick each other all day long. But if you are sick and tired of your situation, pray for it. Pray for change. Ask God to help you change. Ask God what he wants for you instead of always telling God what you want. It's an interesting prayer to have with God. When you quit going to God with your list and check in with God and see what his list is, that's a very interesting prayer. If you're a praying person, I suggest you try that sometime. It's so interesting, man. Do you know what it did for me when I started asking God what he wanted for me instead of telling God all the time? I still tell him what I want, but instead of all the time going to him with what I want, you know what it did for me? It freed me up. It took a lot of pressure off. I no longer had to think of everything. And what I was thinking of a lot of times wasn't working no way. And when I opened myself up to what he wanted, to what his will was, man, do you know how much simpler my life got? And do you know how much bigger it got? I'm trying to tell you, man, if you pray for change and you allow God to help you with the change, or if you let God just produce the change in you will be amazing. If you've been listening to me, especially out in L.A., since I was on the radio since 2000, can't you hear the change? I'm flat out telling you that a change has come. But I had to pray for the change because I couldn't make the change on my own. And then after you pray for the change, you got to work towards your change. You know, there's faith without works is dead. Everybody wants something from God, always want to talk to God about something, but then, man, don't want to do nothing about it. Faith without works is dead. You can't do it that way, man. It just does not happen. So after you done prayed to God about it, what you got to do then is you got to turn around and go, hey, man, all right, now, what is it I got to do? You know, you got to do something to bring it about. So after you pray for it, work for it and do something today about it. Stop procrastinating. Don't procrastinate, folks. The change can start today. Man, I want to change. How about today? You know, then you see them same people, man, I want to change. That's next week. How about today? I see people years later, man, I'm still in this same old situation, man. I'm going to do something. How about today? Today is a good day. There's nothing stopping you from changing today. Nothing except you. You can begin the process of change immediately. And change is growth, y'all. And ain't no growth without changing. It's a simple thing. And I'm talking to you in broad strokes because everybody got something about them they need to change. That's why I'm not specifically talking about anything. I got some things in me that need to change so I can grow further. Everybody has something about them that they need to change in order to grow further and then go further. Now, what's stopping you is you won't start the change today. Don't hesitate. Make that change. And then I want you to watch something. When you change, watch the difference in you. Notice the difference in you. Feel the difference in you. And guess what? You gonna be different. If you watching for the change, if you feeling the change, then guess what? You gonna be different, man. Watch for the difference. Feel the difference. You'll be different. If you sick and tired of your situation, folks, you can change that. But the change is in you. It's a simple decision you have to make. I'm going to change. The change is up to you. You can decide today if you want to change, you want to be different. If you're sitting behind the wall, I love speaking to the brothers and sisters behind the wall. If you're behind the wall, man, and you sick and tired of being behind the wall, man, why don't you change? You ever thought about that? Change. Man, if I get back out there, I'm going to just do the same thing. Stop saying that. Stop breathing that negativity into your life. Decide today that you want to change. You can do it. Everybody can change. If you don't know how to change, pray for it, man. Ask God to help you with the change. Oh, you get some movement then, partner. You get a whole lot of movement then. All right? Let's ride.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Today is a brand new day.
Today's
My
a
mama
new
used
day.
to say something to me on the way out to school every morning, on the way out the door going to school. She said, boy, today is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Well, mama, your little boy's still glad about it. Your baby boy glad about it, and he down here telling the world about it. I did what you said. Man, I sure hope her and my daddy sitting somewhere proud of me, because I sure been hustling for him. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Who you hustling for? Well, let's get it on. Shirley Strawberry is off today. That won't happen again. I don't allow her to be off. Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy Jr. What's on your mind today, man?
You know what, Unc, man, I'm so thankful to just be able to talk to you about so many things, Unc.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. I just want to ask you something, man. I think Carla and Tommy gonna agree. I just want to just make sure you okay with it. You know, Unc, ever since I got married, man, I got to start doing a couple things.
Yeah.
You got to do a couple things. And so, you know, my wife asked me, and we were just talking about this.
You didn't think you was going to keep on doing single things, did you?
For a second.
Yeah, I know.
But
go ahead.
Why?
But not really. I don't know. My mind just ain't got there yet. I've been single for 44 years. But today, though, I just got to ask you this, because I want you to know, just tell my wife what we're going to do. So I think, you know, like something I'm into right now.
Wait, excuse me. Did you say you finna tell your wife what you finna do?
No, I said I'm finna tell you what my wife told me to tell you, so this is what we can do.
Oh, okay. She told you tell me something.
Yeah.
Why you looking at the Zoom?
I
You ain't got to
had
lean
up in
in
here.
for it. It's going to have to
Because
happen.
can't nobody else wife tell me what to do, but I got one. But go ahead, though. Let's hear it.
You know, because, you know, I've been listening to everything you've been telling me, and people on the road this weekend, it's like, Uncle Steve telling you, right, Junior, you got to do better. I said, okay, I'm going to do better. So I was just saying this, you know what I'm into now? I'm into, we've been married a while, so I'm into double dates. So I think me and you and your wife and my wife, we should all meet up at Applebee's. And I just made the reservations. And I think we should go together, Unc. I really want you to meet her, and I want you to understand that, you know, we can just do dates together. Then y'all can counsel us as a couple. Yeah. And I think that's better.
Steven ain't Marjorie going to Applebee's?
Eating good in the neighborhood.
That's it, right in the neighborhood. Tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him, Junior.
Now, why is he hesitant on answering me, though?
Well, let me start with a couple of things. And for those of you that's listening to the radio show and think that this might come across as bougie or something like that, you feel however the hell you want to feel. Matter of fact, I'm fine with it, so I'm just preempting my statement with this statement. Number one, I don't know where Applebee's is at. Let's just start there.
In the neighborhood.
It's in the neighborhood.
In what? Not where I stay. Now, you can call that arrogant if you want to. Feel how you want to feel. Secondly, what I'm finna do is price you out of the advice thing.
Wait a minute.
Meet us for lunch for lobster in Boston Tuesday.
Now, that's how you do it.
All right, we got
Ladies
the
and
nephew
gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show.
running that prank back right after this. Now Boston.
Now, you can get the lime chicken at Applebee's. I'm looking at the menu. You want to get that?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, the nephew is here. It is time to run that prank back. What you got, nephew?
A lot of people done played the dozens where you're talking about your mama. And
Right.
you ain't never heard the quote, I want to date your mama.
Ooh.
I want to date your mama.
That's how you get killed.
Yeah. Listen to your uncle on that one.
Did he just drop the mic? I think
Yes,
he dropped
he
the
did.
mic. All right, I want to date your mama, cat dog, if you would.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Miss Burns. This is James. This is her son. How you doing, man? My name is Gordon. I just recently joined the church, man, within the last month, and I was trying to get in touch with Miss Burns. One of the members gave me a number, but I guess they must have gave me the wrong number, I guess. Is this a home number, or what is this? Oh, hold up. Who is this again? My name is Gordon. I'm a new member at the church. Yeah. Is this your number? Yeah, man, this is my phone number. I'm James. I'm her son. Oh, that's your mom. Okay, that's your mother.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah, my bad, man. I was trying to get in touch with Miss Burns. Now, do you have a cell or a home number or something where I can get in touch with Miss Burns?
Wait, tell me. Your name is what? Gordon.
I just joined the church, man, so I might not have met you yet, James.
Okay, well, God bless you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Is there any way I could get your mom's home number from you?
I mean, you just joined the church. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to talk to her. I mean, is there a message I could pass on to her, though?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to see if it's all right for me to take her out. I've been seeing her for the last
Hold up. Tell me, now, you were just saying that you were a new member to the church, and somebody gave you, or they were attempting to give you my mother's number, and you're asking me if you could take her out, man?
Well, I wasn't asking you. I thought I had her phone number. I guess they gave me your number by mistake. That's my reason for calling. I thought I was going to get her. I want to take her out, maybe to dinner or something.
Well, I'll be quite honest, man. I just came back home from overseas from fighting and everything, man. And, I mean, my pops just passed away not too long ago, and I ain't too keen on my mama going out with somebody. And besides, you don't even sound like you her age. She in her 60s, man. How old are you, man?
I'm 36.
Get the hell out of here. You how old, man?
I'm 36.
I'm 34. What the is you doing? You do realize my mom is pushing 60, right?
Well, you know what, man? I look at it like James, right? James, I look at it like it's, age ain't nothing but a number, man. It's what's in your heart, man, and how you carry yourself,
Yeah, but
so
my mom, but my mom ain't no cougar like that, and I know she ain't coming after you. All right, now, I remember her telling me that she trying some new things at this church, but going out with some that's 30, how old are you? You a baby, man.
I'm 36, dude.
Man, you like my brother or something, man. Ain't nowhere in the world my mama gonna be dating.
Okay, James, let me say this, man. First of all, I didn't even know I was calling you. Second of all, I'm calling to speak with her. I'm not calling trying to get permission from you. Miss Burns is a grown woman. Miss Burns can decide.
Whoa. Time out. Now, I don't think you heard me, man. I just came back from fighting overseas. My pops passed away not too long ago. I am the man of the house. Let's get that straight right now, all right? I don't care if I'm still living at home or not. I'm the man of this house, all right? You calling to ask my mama on a date? Okay. Yeah, you might as well just stick to church, dog, because, as I said, be blessed. But it ain't going to be no blessing from me to you. I tell you that right now.
Okay, I'm not looking for a blessing from you at all, brother.
You might want to look for a blessing.
But I respect the fact that you've been overseas and you've been fighting for this country, okay? But if I decide I want to speak to Miss Burns about going out, I think Miss Burns has every right to decide if she would like to go out with Gordon or not. And Gordon wants to take her out.
Hold the up. Look, bro, I don't care how old you say you are, all right? Number one, you too young, as I already mentioned, all right? This ain't going down with you and my mama. Straight up.
Hey, man, that's for your mama to decide.
No. You bringing up my mama, you letting the word your mama come out your mouth again, that's going to get you up, all right? I don't know where you from. I don't give a how old you are.
I'm 36, man.
I know what church my mama go to, and it ain't going to be her and you. You ain't going to be asking her out, all right? I don't give a what it takes. I will show up on Sunday, catch your in the pulpit or wherever you're going to be sitting, in the back, in the choir. It don't matter. Something is going down. You are not going to get with my mama like that. You got that?
That's up for your mama to decide. If your mama want to go out with me to have dinner, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I'm deciding it right now. It ain't going to happen. I told you before, be blessed or get your whooped. You got two choices, all right? I didn't fight overseas 3 years to come back and also deal with my daddy dying and then come back. Man, I'm suffering from PSD, dog. I don't know what the I'm going to do unless you want to get it like that.
You suffer from what?
A PSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and I will release all that on you. You got that? I don't play that.
Hey, man, listen, I don't want no trouble.
It don't matter to me. You can catch it.
Okay, look, man, listen. I ain't trying to have no trouble out you, man. All I'm finna say is this right here. I'll talk to your mom on Sunday, okay?
You ain't gonna talk to me. Are you not hearing me, man?
Okay.
I'm going crazy right now.
Okay, can I say this? Can I say one more thing to you, man, before you explode?
You ain't got nothing else to say.
I got one more thing before you explode, man. Is you listening?
Yeah, man.
James.
What?
Hey, man, I want to tell you this, man. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your mama got me to prank phone call you.
Get the out of here. This who?
Hey, man, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Your mama told me, she said, my son been overseas, he been fighting. I'm glad to have him home. She said, we got to get him back in the spirit of laughing.
Man, my mama, are you kidding me, man?
We got you good.
We listen to this show overseas, man.
First of all, I got to say thank you for fighting for this country. I want to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, nothing but the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You play too much. We keep telling you that. You the
If
king,
you're going to go
but
hard, you got to go with their mama if you're going to do it.
Oh.
Come on now, if you're going to go hard.
Mama.
Coming up next, we're going to ask the CLO right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, cancel culture is in full effect for Kanye, and we all saw it coming. Law enforcement issues are a warning for parents of trick-or-treaters after they find fentanyl packaged in candy wrappers. And this year,
On the kids?
Yes, you
What?
got to be careful this Halloween. There's some stuff going
God.
down. Yep, and this year's Soul Train Awards nominees are announced. We'll get all of that at the top of the hour, but right now it's time to ask the CLO, Steve Harvey. Here we go. Cara in Memphis says, my husband and I are counselors at church. We counsel couples because we've been married for 30 years. I have an issue with him counseling single mothers without me. He isn't an expert in that field. Is he doing it to be close to the ladies?
What? Seems to me like
That boy smooth, boy. That
need
boy
counseling.
smooth.
It seems to me like the counselors need counseling.
Yes,
In
sir.
the name
Yes,
of
sir,
Jesus.
Pastor.
You know,
Yes,
in the
sir.
and
name of
plus,
Jesus.
you know, if you're supposed to be counseling couples, that's one thing. What is he all over in the singles ministry for?
Singles mothers. Uh-huh.
He branching out,
See.
dog. He branching out.
Y'all, man, that's another thing too about these churches. Y'all be passing out titles to people that ain't qualified. Because you've been married 30 years don't mean you can counsel people on marriage. Obviously, y'all problems, your marriage got some trust issues.
Clearly.
You know, all this here. So
Yeah.
I don't even see why y'all counseling. It's amazing to me, man, how you can get a title. Like they put me in charge of the parking lot ministry, you know, for 1 year. You know, of course,
You
I
did
was
that?
good at it.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
You did that for a year?
Yeah, parking lot ministry.
Uh-huh.
That's all. You just stayed outside and washed your car.
What do they
That's
do
it.
out there, dog?
That's-
After all the cars is parked, what do they do after that? What is,
All I did was keep people from stealing people's cars while they was in church.
Okay,
That's
so
what
he
it's
was
called.
part
Because,
security,
you know,
too.
we was in the hood, so people would steal cars while people was in church. And I was out there. I cut down. We used to do 12 cars a year was missing. When I became the parking lot ministry, we cut down. We only lost one car in 2 years.
Mhm.
Because I wasn't like Deacon Thornton. I cussed.
On church grounds? In the park?
Yeah.
Look at it, blank. I blank and see you. Get the blank on.
All right.
Carla,
Did
you
you?
ain't never
That.
cussed on church ground?
Uh-uh.
Uh.
No, on church grounds.
You ain't
Go
really
ahead.
got mad
Control.
before. then.
Next question.
All right, moving on. Tanisha in Richmond. I'm 48 years old and my husband wants a threesome, but I think we've aged out. My body isn't what it used to be, but my husband still loves it. I'm ashamed of my body, so I'm skeptical about doing it. Why can't my husband understand this? That's a
Yeah,
question.
he not concerned about your body.
Come on.
See, that's the
Boy.
need for the threesome.
Boy, you better talk. You better
He not
talk.
concerned about your body. It's that new body that's finna get brought into the mix. That's one of the reasons why he wanted threesome.
Your body is the reason for the
Yeah.
threesome.
Oh, that's cold. Nephew.
Because the twosome done got a little wore out. So he want a third in there.
Oh,
See,
God.
he ain't worried about, he don't worry about you shame of your body. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Tanisha. Oh.
Yeah.
Your body is the
Yeah.
reason for the threesome.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about I'm ashamed of my body. And I don't want to do it. He don't care how you look. But I tell you what, the third one that's going to come in there, woo! Boy, she going to be banging. You can believe that.
Lord have mercy.
She gonna be
I
fine,
think we done aged out. You done aged out.
Tanisha.
Hey, let me tell you something, Tanisha. His body ain't all that either, but he don't give a damn.
That's it. That's it, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Tanisha, he ain't what he used to be. Yeah, but he gonna get this thing up in here, though. He got somebody in mind, too. Yeah, he's already discussed it.
Yes, he
You're
does.
going to be surprised with how quick she can come over there. It's been
They just waiting
discussed.
on your verdict.
I think we've aged out. I'm ashamed of my body. Well, it's just one other girl, that's all.
Just one more. Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Felicia in Tampa. She says, my boss and I went on a business trip, and he got tipsy and asked me to come to his room for a nightcap. Since he was tipsy, I told him I was tired and going to bed early. I saw him the next day, and he was acting all weird. I do want him, but not when he's tipsy. Should I tell him that and see what happens?
Oh, if you tell him that and see what's happening, you go into the room tomorrow.
That's
He
it.
gonna fix it. Huh?
Felicia in Tampa.
When some people drink, it's like drinking a glass of guts. He just took a swallow of guts, and he was able to say it. Now, the next day, he was acting weird because you thought he was tipsy, but he was fully aware of what he did. It's the fact that you turned him down. He thought you wanted it, but you turned him down. Now he feeling some kind of way like, damn, my ass is coming down.
Yeah, it's kind of
That
awkward.
was crazy.
Yeah,
She might report this to HR.
yeah.
Oh, but see, now you want it too. So now that you want it, just go on and breach the subject.
Just tell him.
Well, you could act like you tipsy. All night when you tell me come to the room, I'm ready. Ready for the room tonight. Huh? You know.
Oh, wow. All right, Felicia.
Or just when he coming down the hallway, you leaning up against the door. Ooh, I thought
Carla.
this was my room.
They
What?
gonna do it. They gonna do it.
This
Yeah,
is
because she
just-
said
gonna
she
happen.
wants him. So, yeah, just like
Yeah.
Steve said, once she lets him know, that's it. All right,
Oh, yeah,
Felicia.
all you got to do.
All right, last one, Steve, CLO. This is V in Seattle. She says, I'm 33 years old and I do body painting. My new boyfriend thinks I should start a legitimate business and I wanted him to invest in my small business. He wouldn't do it. He believes in me, but not enough to invest money in me. Should I dump him?
Hell no. What you need? You body paint. All you need
Paint.
is somebody and some paint.
All you need is somebody.
Hell yeah, you body painting. You don't need no building. Anybody finna get you no building? Who gonna come down to your store to get body painted? That's an in-house performance occupation.
Well,
You
maybe
need to
she
get-
wants a studio, Steve. Like a,
You ain't getting no studio. Don't nobody come down no studio for that. You got to go to people's house. Who gonna get their body painted at the studio, then get in the car and put the seatbelt on and mess up all the damn paint? Now I got paint all in the car. My damn Maybach must be out your rabbit ass mind. We getting these body paints at the house. Ain't nobody putting out. You done got the strap across your breasts and everything. You done messed up the paint job. Ain't nobody coming to your studio. And what we got to invest in it for is paint. Just get some damn watercolors and go on about your business. And hell yeah, he think you ought to start a business, but he ain't got to invest in it. Dump him. Nobody want to invest in this ignorant ass idea. How many people you know want to get body painted? I ain't ever thought of it.
No, not too many.
Especially when they get
Come
around
down
that.
to the studio, get body painted, then put your seatbelt on and ruin your damn car. on the way home.
They can put clothes on. Anyway,
Put clothes
we
on,
gotta
then
go.
the paint come off.
Bye. Coming up, we
Love
got
it.
entertainment news at the top of the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Consequences continue to roll in for Kanye West after receiving intense backlash over his anti-Semitic comments. First, Balenciaga cut ties with Kanye and issued this statement. Balenciaga has no longer any relationship nor any plans for future projects related to this artist. Period. No, I added that. Anyway, and then Vogue's editor-in-chief what's her name, Anna Wintour, she made it clear that she does not intend to work with Kanye again. Kanye's White Lives Matter shirts and his anti-Semitic comments are too much for Wintour. They have been friends for over a decade, personally and professionally, but reps from Vogue and Anna Wintour stated that Anna has made it very clear that Kanye is no longer part of the inner circle. This means that Kanye would no longer get features in Vogue, Fashion Week coverage, or invites to the Met Gala.
Damn.
You know where else he out of? You know where else he out of?
What?
My barbershop. He out of there too. He losing places as fast as he can.
What you mean he's out of your barbershop?
We don't play no more Kanye West in my barbershop. He can't come in there. No.
Oh, no music, no more Kanye music.
He out of there too. He don't even know it, but he out of there.
Yeah.
With
Stevie,
y'all ought to release a press release.
the barbershop.
The barbershop.
Yeah, at the barbershop. Let him know he can't come in there.
Yeah, but I told y'all. I mean,
you said it last week.
I don't know it, but I knew this was coming. He doesn't understand. The sad part about it is he doesn't listen, man.
Yeah.
And but like this is what happens, man, when you and I don't you can miss me with all this mental illness. This is flat out stupidity. I know.
You don't think it's both? You don't think it's
no, and I get tired and everybody wants to use that now. Because that's the popular loophole for everybody. Some of this ain't mental illness. Some of this is you stupid. Just some of this is stupidity. I know some people who suffer with bipolar, a real problem, a real diagnosed problem. I know a lot of people who are depressed. Not a lot, but I know people who suffer from depression. I know people who suffer from anxiety. I got a partner that has anxiety, panic attacks. I got it. I know people who's been scarred from childhood tragedies.
Trauma.
Trauma. Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
What was? Okay, let's just step outside the box for a minute.
But
what was the purpose of wearing the shirts? What was that about? What was that for?
Right
well,
there,
he said because white lives do matter. That's why he wore the shirt.
No, brother. But you also understand why they came up with White Lives Matter. Because they so damn selfish, man. If you sit up and say Black Lives Matter, we already know White Lives Matter. Hell, they've been counting more than ours since we got here. Well, what we tried to say was, cannot Black Lives Matter also? The same as yours. Black lives should matter the same as everybody else. Everybody know White Lives Matter. Hell, what else you want? Yeah. So for him and Candace to sport these shirts is out of pure hypocrisy, buffoonery. It's just ridiculous, man. It's so spookish. You just a spook at the damn door. Masters say they life matter too. We got to stop saying our lives matter. Man, shut your ass up.
Yeah.
You don't have enough. But then what really
on top of saying slavery was a choice and all this other kind of white supremacy type stuff.
And then George, the knee wasn't really on George Floyd's neck. Come on, man.
He was murdered. Man. Yes, George Floyd was murdered.
This is not mental illness.
Yeah.
When you keep making statements like this because you think you so deep, you see beyond the surface. Slavery was a choice. Man, to who?
Yeah, that was
right on.
And Candace ain't lost nothing.
Ain't nobody worried about her. She is a conservative influencer. We ain't never worried about her.
But listen to me. Here's what pissed me off when he said, when you look at the documentary showed that when he was calling his mama, he was talking about his girlfriend. Hey, dog, what documentary you talking about? You talking about the one Candace did?
Yes.
You talking about her documentary?
Yes.
What? Who is she?
Exactly.
She ain't got no facts right.
No, and that's why she's being sued.
She doesn't want to be in the color skin she in.
She sure doesn't.
Her whole problem is the shame she has for the skin she's in versus the pride that I have for being in this skin.
Hello, that part. Yes, sir.
I have no idea what I would do had I not been black. I would have missed the ride of a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
With
sir.
its pitfalls, tragedies, and calamities and problems, it is still the most valid thing going on with me. I take pride in walking the room and being the only black in here. I take pride in being the first black to accomplish certain things. I take pride in standing up and representing a culture of people, man, who have been underserved and underrepresented in all types of areas. I wake up every day trying to be as representative of our culture and our people as I possibly can. And for her to him to be ashamed of it, man, get out of here. Your mama black.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's what killed me about y'all. Your damn mama was black. Now where all of a sudden you get a problem with it.
Right.
I cuss for you. What you want me to say?
Not on this air. Not on the air.
I'm just getting my voice back, but I can cuss though.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be able to say the one I want though.
All right, well, coming up at 20 after the hour, Georgia's gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams had a major presence in the city of Atlanta this weekend for Spell House's homecoming. Yes, our next governor. We're going to talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Have you guys seen the viral video of Stacey Abrams? She was dancing at Spelman's homecoming this past weekend. She's a Spelman graduate, and this past weekend she celebrated with the Spell House alumni and students at their big tailgating event. Then Stacey, she showed up on stage at rapper Lotto's show. Now, you know, Lotto, she has a song called Big Energy. And Stacey, yeah. Stacey got on the mic and told the audience, I need your big energy. Let's get it. Stacey Abrams, she had a great weekend, and she could dance, too. She was getting it. She was out there killing it, crushing it. Yes, sir.
Did Spellman play Morehouse this weekend?
What's wrong with you?
This boy stupid.
Yeah, he really is.
I mean, it's a homecoming.
I'll let your uncle hit it. Ask your uncle.
I just asked, did Spellman play Morehouse in a football game? I'm just asking. It was a homecoming, right?
Where they get the men from, Tommy?
Spellman.
Everybody can play, Junior. The world has changed. Everybody can play. So.
And you think Spellman has a female? Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Early voting is taking place.
See right there what you just said?
What?
What'd you just say just now, Carl?
Moving on.
See, that's how you handle it.
Yes, thank you. I'm taking a page out of your playbook.
Did I sound like Kanye? I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't know I went that stupid. I didn't know I went that
way over there.
Kanye 2.0 right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spellman played Morehouse, and he didn't even think about it. Okay.
Stupid. Early voting is taking place right now in Georgia. Tell them, Steve Harvey, we have work to do. The election starts now. If early voting starts now, it's election time. Tell them, Steve.
Y'all, it's imperative. We have got to show up, all of us. We have got to make them recognize us, and we have got to make them count us. You can't keep expecting them to count us if we don't show up to be counted. Man, look, you got to pull your chair up to the table so you can eat, so you can have a say-so as what's on the menu. It's no need of not voting. It doesn't make any sense. We're too important. We've proved it once. We can do it again because they are trying everything, y'all.
Yes,
we are not going to let them win. We are going to vote. Brothers, we are going to vote. I'm talking to all men right now. We voting, man. We showing up in numbers. We going to get them. I don't know who they think they playing with, but hey, man, we got to show them who we are. You know who we are.
That's it.
Technically, we should have been gone, but we still here. You know why? Because we them people.
That's
now
it.
We going to the polls. You're going to find out. We the people.
Go to whenweallvote.org to get all your voting information.
Because we the people.
That's it. Yes, sir. Now, coming up, Steve, at 34 after the hour, your girl, Sister Odell, is coming by. And I want to get her opinion on something. I got to ask her something right after this.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it's time. Bring in your girl, Sister Odell. Oh, I hear in the background, Tommy Jr. You got here?
She here.
Ooh, I know a revival when I hear one.
Yes, sir.
I know a revival when I
Get your soul together. Get your soul together.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Sister Odell.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
You know, I just got to come on in and get to it because my segments is getting shorter and shorter.
But we making time for you today on this Monday. Now, I got a question for you, Sister Odell. I want to know, have you heard about this? Okay, there's a 14-year-old girl, student in Florida.
Ew.
She handed out more than $10,000 to her classmates last week. Now, the police were called to her school, listen to this, after teachers reported that the girl was passing out hundreds of dollars to other students. After a brief investigation, the police found out that the 14-year-old girl broke into her grandmother's safe and stole about $13,500 of the woman's life savings. So, can you imagine that, Sister Odell?
Whoop.
Hell no.
No?
What would you have done, Sister?
Hell no, because I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the news story at.
What do you mean? That's it.
I got you passed out the money.
Uh-huh.
But how did all the yellow tape get around the school?
Sister Odell. Sister Odell.
Because I ain't just kicking her ass, but everybody that got 100 gonna get her ass whooped.
Give me my money.
Hospitals full, emergency rooms overcrowded. It'd have been so much ass whoopings going on up at that school, you'd have thought it was a basketball game between two high schools. I'd have climbed over the fence, went through the gymnasium. Everybody in here with 100. You know this heifer ain't got no $10,000. What you take the 100 for?
So now, Sister Odell, have you ever had any problems with a granddaughter or a grandson, like anything?
Child, no.
Oh, they never stole
All
anything
of
from
mine,
you?
no.
Really?
All of mine's no.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take nothing that don't belong to you. Take it if you want to. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I tell you what.
Yes, ma'am.
Your ass gonna be on the news. And the story ain't just gonna be for taking. You're gonna have a recovery story. Little Niecy in the hospital in traction. What happened? Cause Sister Odell put something on her little ass and what I did.
Yes, ma'am.
What you ain't finna do is grow up and around me and be no thief.
I know that's right. This girl stole her grandmother's savings.
Sitting up in here working all my life to save $13,000. You done took your little mannish ass down there and took it out and gave it to some people up at the school.
Just passing the money out.
Just buying reefers with the money and everything. I'll be in there.
What did you wait? What did you say?
what?
Brian?
Reefers and everything with my money. I'm kicking your ass, the dope dealer's ass, everybody getting some. I get out at the school, I'm going to whoop the principal's ass. Everybody getting their ass tore up. No, this little heifer ain't got no money. What is she taking it for?
Dang, she stole from my grandmother. That's cold.
I'm whooping the security guard's ass at the school. I'm going down there and kick the cafeteria lady ass.
What did she do?
Because she probably tipped them too, you know. Just get the lunch specialist, sit down. What is she passing out 100 for to her?
Sad. That is so sad.
Damn shame.
That's a shame, Sister Odell. That's a shame. What kind of advice do you have for if a parent is going through this with their grandbaby? What should they do?
What I just told you.
That's it.
Ass whippers. When did they go out of style? I keep telling y'all. Y'all sitting up in here, you get back to ass whippers, you solve half the problems y'all got in this world today. You can stop all this reefer smoking and everything if you start whooping ass.
Oh, I'm whooping ass.
All right. Thank you, Sister Odell. Up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 4 minutes after the hour, today's strawberry letter. Shirley left us a letter. The subject is, we have a problem, sis. That is today's subject. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got?
We got a problem over here, too. We got
What
one
you
over
got?
here, too. Okay? This right here is called, now this Lord, Lord, this is.
You got to do all that? What's the title? Come on, fool.
All right, this right here is called The Cake Lady. I couldn't do that a month ago, Uncle.
I know.
I couldn't do it.
So whenever he do something he ain't done in a while, that's what that is. He practicing.
All right, Victorious. Come on with it then.
Hello.
Okay.
All right, this right here is called The Cake Lady. The Cake Lady. Cat dog, if you would.
Cake. This is Barbara.
Yeah, I need to ask you, what kind of cakes do y'all make at this place?
Well, sir, we make all occasion cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, wedding cakes, pretty much whatever you need. What you looking for?
Do y'all be making adult cakes?
Yes, sir. A few adult cakes, bachelorette parties and, wedding. What exactly are you looking for, sir?
No. The problem is this right here. I ordered a cake from you all on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Now, it was supposed to be delivered to my daughter's school on Tuesday. And, she in junior high school, 13 years old. The cake was supposed to have Hannah Montana on it, and it was supposed to say happy birthday. Now, the cake get delivered over there today, and I can't for the life of me believe that this has happened. We in her classroom, all the classmates is in there, some teachers in there, the principal then came down. We finna have cake and ice cream for the kids, but when they open up the cake, it's a man's private part on the cake.
What? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. We have never made a mistake like that.
Y'all made that mistake.
Y'all
made that mistake. I've been calling this place all damn day. Y'all done made this damn mistake, and somebody gonna pay for this. I got 13.
Did not make that mistake.
I got 13-year-old kids.
Sir. No, you're gonna have to lower it down now, okay? Because we can't get nothing settled if you yelling and I can't hear you, okay?
I need to lower it down. You should have lowered that private part off that cake. That's what you should have done.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Trevor.
And now, where was the cake supposed to be going?
Middle school.
Middle school. Now, when was it delivered, sir?
I just don't see that's it right there. You can't remember. That's how y'all made the damn mistake.
Sir, please just answer the question so we can get this settled, sir.
No, who is the owner there?
Excuse me, I am the owner. My name is Barbara. Now, if you give me the information, I'll try to make this thing right because it couldn't have been my company. Are you absolutely sure, sir?
I'm positive. Y'all is the ones that delivered the damn cake. Listen, I got all these 13-year-old kids and they're traumatized, and the teachers and the principal are looking at me crazy. Because y'all done delivered the wrong damn cake.
Sir, but I need you to calm down just for a minute. Let me ask you this.
Wait. You want me to calm down? You should have took that private part down off the cake.
I can understand, but I don't think it was my company, okay? Because we've never made a mistake like that. Now, we're very careful with that kind of stuff. Now, sir, hold on 1 minute. Come here. Do you know anything about a cake delivery, a Hannah Montana cake going to middle school today? Yeah, did y'all make any deliveries? Okay, thanks. Sir, I just talked to my driver, and he's been with me about 8 years, sir, and we've never had a problem like this. He's never delivered a cake over there, sir. Are you sure it was my company?
It's damn sure this place, lady. It's this place. Your driver lying.
Mistakes can be made, but I cannot.
You can't make no mistake like that when you got a man's private part in front of a bunch of 13-year-old kids at a junior high school.
I can understand. I would be upset, too. I have children, too. So I can understand what you're trying to say. But, sir, what I'm trying to tell you is this is not my company you're talking about. We wouldn't have done anything like that. I've been in business for 13 years.
What is your name?
My name is Barbara.
Okay, so you're the one behind all of this on this damn cake. It's supposed to be Hannah Montana and wind up being a man's private part on the cake.
Sir, come on, stop and think about this.
You think
we would not deliver a cake to a high school, an adult cake to a school. Now, I understand you upset.
Listen, lady, do you understand what has happened at my daughter's school?
I apologize for it, sir, but I don't believe that you ordered the cake from my company. Okay? As a matter of fact, we make cakes on Friday, sir. Wasn't no cake delivered today. Sir, it's a Tuesday.
And what the hell? That means it's a Tuesday. Ain't nobody eating cake on Tuesday?
Sir, I have told you that couldn't have happened here at my company. Okay?
Okay, let me tell you. Okay.
I'll be happy to make a cake for you, sir, and to send it to your daughter. But, sir, it wasn't my company.
I don't want no more damn cakes. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I'm finna to do, lady. I'm finna call my lawyer. I'm finna get with the police, and I'm coming over there to shut that down. You won't sell a cupcake when I get through with your...
Oh, sir, you know what? Now, you done gone too far. Let me tell you something. This is my business that I done worked for 13 years to build. You ain't finna come up in here and do a
I'm finna shut that down.
You come up
I'm
here and you
finna shut
find
it
more
down.
icing up your mammy won't even know who you are. You need to get off my phone with this. That's some ignorant in the first place, sir. How dare you call me with that? And what the is your name?
I already told you my name is Trevor.
Well, Trevor, bring your up here and I got something for you. Bring your and the police. Do you think I'm going to let some little like you come jeopardize my business? I've been in business too long. I know what the I'm doing. Now, I don't know who the you call, but it will show not my company. Do you understand me?
I understand everything you saying, and I understand when I get over there, I'm going to shut it down, me and the police.
You won't come out here and get your shut down, and you're going to have a daughter crying over your Now, I done told you it wasn't my company. Now, get off my phone. Do you hear me?
I got one more thing I need to say to you, lady.
It's thing to tell me talking about shutting down my company.
Yes, I got one more thing. Is you listening to me?
I ain't listening. What you got to say to me?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
That oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh, y'all done it. I got to get off this phone. Oh, my God. I'm a killer. Bye. Hello? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Please tell me I'm not on the radio.
No.
Oh, jeez.
You ain't on the radio now, but you're going to be on there in the morning.
Oh, Lord, no. My preacher and everybody else going to be on it. Oh, my God. I'm going to kill that. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to get me a cake and go to her job and up. Lord, oh, Lord. Y'all going to get somebody up playing like that, you know? She going to have to look out every day. She ain't going to never where it's coming from. I'm going to be like the thief in the night on her.
Hey, Miss Barbara, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all the what?
Hey, can you make a socket to me cake?
Yeah, I can make a socket to your cake, but you better hope it ain't got a gun in it. Y'all don't mess around and get around messing with somebody like that. They business now.
Now that boy right there, that boy did something stupid right there. That's what he did. He straight up. That's when you know you stood up in it. When you stand up in stupid. See, that's what I did right there. And everybody,
ahead,
see, y'all
Kanye.
don't. Yeah.
What? Is he Kanye 2.0?
Wait a minute now.
Kanye.
I don't want to go
You
that
better
far with it.
be
I don't want to
stupid.
go. I don't want to go
Don't you
that
let
far.
nobody out stupid you.
King
You
of
better
pranks?
get your national platform and be stupid on it. Let me take this gift called freedom and celebrity and let me bury myself with my own dirt.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Balenciaga.
I didn't
Lose
Come
my
on,
empire.
Adidas. Come on, Chase Bank.
I'm not that stupid, but I will be at the Omar
Dig
Shrine
a hole, put the dirt
Auditorium,
on me.
Charleston, South Carolina, November the 12th. I won't be that ignorant, but I will be ignorant. I won't
I
be
don't
ignorant.
need
when-
all this money.
Yeah, you ain't gonna cancel me out, but I'm gonna be ignorant, but not that ignorant. Okay, that's me, Nephew Tommy. Omar Shrine, Charleston, South Carolina. November
Vogue.
12th, Saturday night.
I don't need no more articles. Come on, bro.
Coming up next is Strawberry Letter. The subject is we have a big problem, sis. And Kanye.
Boy, I ain't got to do nothing in a minute.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for the Strawberry Letter for today. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. So
Buckle
come
up.
back.
Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Did you hear me, Tommy?
Oh, I heard the fact that I get to do my intro
Yeah,
is
that's
you
what
here.
I'm saying. Since
Because
I'm
when
back.
he not here, I mean, when you not here, he don't want me saying nothing. He don't like me, Shirley. He just
You
don't.
mean don't want you saying nothing like now when she could be reading the letter?
You don't like me unless.
But he loves
we'll
you,
talk about it
Tommy. He
later.
loves you.
We'll talk about it.
All right, subject, we have a big problem, sis. Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been divorced for 4 years, and my 7-year-old child is caught up in a dysfunctional mess with me and my ex-husband. After my divorce, I found out that my older sister was having an affair with my husband. Throughout the divorce, she was my rock, and I turned to her for advice since she'd been divorced 3 times. All of the signs were there that they could have been messing around, but I was going through hell, so I didn't notice. My sister had started calling me at work a lot, and I thought it was to check on me, but I found out later that she was making sure I was at work so she could be alone with my husband in our bed. When it all came out, I felt so stupid. It seemed as if my husband was relieved to give me the details. Well, fast forward to present day, my sister lives with my ex-husband and they are planning to get married. This has torn up my entire family. My son knows that his mommy and his auntie don't get along, but he does not know why. He constantly asks me why his auntie lives with his daddy instead of me and him living with his daddy. All I told him is that his auntie hurt his mommy really bad. I have never said anything negative about his daddy to him. He's too young to understand. I have told my ex that our son does not need to stay with him right now because it's confusing to him. My ex is so very nasty toward me and still has no remorse for what he's done. So he insists that he gets weekend visitation. For 4 years, I've been bitter and angry and want to hurt both of them. Someone mentioned counseling to me, but I need a little more than that. I need peace in my life and in my son's life. How can we move on from this and be happy? Wow. You're a really good person to not have, done something physical and violent to both of them. I must tell you, some sort, even if it's at a low level, some sort. I mean, I really have to commend you for that. I'm a woman that has 2 brothers. I always wanted sisters because I always, just wanted that closeness. She could be my BFF. We could bond, all of that. But clearly, this is not the case in your situation with you and your sister. I mean, she's ratchet and trifling. She really is. I mean, calling your job to see if you were at work so she could be with your husband in your bed. Now she's living with him. You divorced because he was cheating. This is just awful. I mean, and I can imagine how this has torn your family apart. And he doesn't seem to care, your ex-husband, what effect this has on your 7-year-old son. That's really where your focus should be. How is he going to come out of all of this? So to you, I got to tell you, you got to be strong right now for the both of you because this kid is confused. Okay, so daddy's not living with us, mommy, but he is still in the family because he's living with auntie now. Can you imagine how confusing that is for a child? And then your ex-husband wants visitation on the weekend, so he's going to be over there still with his daddy, your sister, who now might be his stepmom / auntie. I mean, the confusion and craziness of it, of all of this. But, he's going to find out. She's been divorced 3 times. He's going to find out why in just a few short minutes. He will be, I'm sure, ex-husband number 4 when this is all over with because she is trifling. She is ratchet, your older sister. I mean, of all the men in the world, she goes after your man, your husband. I mean, and right in your face. But how do you get through it? This is a tough one right here. I'm going to have to tell you, if you can, yes, I want you to go to some counseling for sure, for you and your son. And this is hard. You're going to have to try to find it in your heart to forgive them in this situation because that's one of the cleanest ways you can move on with your life. I mean, that's hard. If you can. I didn't say forget, but you're going to have to try and forgive them if you can. That's what I have for you. Steve?
All right. Before I read through this letter, I want to make this statement right here, that nothing I'm about to say is what I really want to say. Nothing.
Really? You want to cuss, don't you?
Well, it's not so much to cuss, but
you do, though.
What I want to do, to the both of them I can't say on the radio or recommend. So let me take this approach to this. This woman's been divorced and she's got a 7-year-old. They're caught up in this dysfunctional mess. Her ex-husband, after your divorce, after the divorce now, this is after divorce, you find out that my older sister was having an affair with my husband. Okay, so now you found this out after divorce. This is your saving grace in this whole thing, that you found out after you got the divorce. God spared you knowing this during for a particular reason. And you turned to her for advice because she'd been divorced 3 times, and she did something to make you think she was okay. When I come back, I'm going to tell you the grace in all of this that you have. There is an upside.
Okay, Steve, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. We have a problem, sis.
This woman, been divorced 4 years, got a 7-year-old child who's in this dysfunctional mess. Her ex-husband, she found out after the divorce, found out that her older sister was having an affair with the husband that you got the divorce from. Now, there's a reason why you didn't know this during, because that would have been gut-wrenching. I'm pretty sure it is now, but at least you got the divorce. Now, during the divorce, she was your rock, and you turned to her for advice, because she'd been divorced 3 times. I don't know what advice you get from somebody that's been divorced 3 times, except, especially when you're going through a divorce, except just how to get through divorcing. That's the best advice, especially when you find out that all the signs that were there, that they had been messing around, but you didn't notice. Your sister was calling you at work. You thought it was to check on you, but you found out she was making sure you was at work so she could be alone with my husband in our bed. Okay, now that's trifling. Let me tell you what's wrong here. You have discovered after the marriage that 2 of the most despicable, trifling people were in your life. You had a bad husband, you got a bad sister, and it's led to a bad situation. These 2 people right here are the worst of the worst. The blessing is you got a chance to get away from one of them. Now, the problem with siblings is you don't get to pick them. You're born with them. Because you're sisters don't mean you have to be friends. You and your sister are not friends. Now, Shirley said a good thing. Shirley said you have to forgive. I don't know how you forgive this right here, but you do have to move on from it. Now, when it all came out, you say you felt stupid. And then it seemed as if my husband was relieved to give you the details. Well, number one, he had been living a lie. So giving you the details also was to make you feel a couple of things. Number one, like something was your fault. And number two, it was your sister's fault. See, dudes that open up about stuff like this is to say to him, some of this, if I hadn't have been around in this situation with you and your family, half of it is your fault and the rest of it is your sister's fault. Now, fast forward to present day, your sister lived with your ex-husband and they planning on getting married. How you think that's going to work? As Shirley pointed out, she been divorced 3 times and she done slept with her sister's husband. What type of blessing you think finna be on this mess right here? Thank God you out of it. See, oftentimes when God pulls us through stuff, we mess up by dabbling back into stuff. Well, now your son is another problem. He knows that his mommy and his auntie don't get along. Well, that's cool. You can explain that. Quit taking him over there. He constantly asks me why his auntie lived with his daddy, though. That's a little bit of trouble. And if he's 7, he going to school, somebody else going to ask too. He wants to know instead of why you and him don't live with your daddy. I told him that his auntie hurt his mommy really bad. I've never said anything negative about his daddy to him. He's too young to understand. I've told my ex that our son does not need to stay with him right now because it's confusing to him, which is a true statement. but now he has no relationship with his father, which is probably worse. So I don't know that since this is causing some confusion in him as to why his daddy is staying with his auntie and not staying with him and his mama, that confusion is going to exist whether he sees his dad or not. But him not seeing his father, he needs that. He may not be a good husband. He could be a good father, though. My ex is so very nasty towards me and still has no remorse for what he's done. Well, he's nasty towards you because that's a defense mechanism. Mm-hmm. He got to be nasty towards you because you have every right to be nasty towards him. But kindness kills, baby. Oh, if you were to just be kind to him and his ex-wife, him and your sister, it would kill him. Now, it's going to take a lot for you, and I'm not sure you the person that has that, because for years I've been bitter and angry, and I want to hurt both of them. See, somebody told you that you should go to counseling, and you really should, because you need to talk over this with somebody to discuss your feelings. But I need a little more than that. Well, the only thing more than that is God. See, and the one thing I'm going to tell you something old people say, sometimes you got to let go and let God. You got to take this situation that you going through that's bigger than anything any of us have for you, and you got to turn it over to God. I ain't joking, man. You really got to turn this one over to God because you need peace in your life. And I know no better way to get peace in your life through a relationship with God. I don't know a better way. It's my peace in my life and in your son's life. How can we move on from this and be happy? You move on to it because he got you out of it. Stop dabbling in it. You got to play the game now.
That's
okay,
right,
this
Steve.
your daddy, boom. And separate yourself. You got to get to that point or you're going to lose your mind. You need counseling and you need prayer.
Okay, hit us up on Instagram and Steve Harvey FM to comment on today's Strawberry Letter. You can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up next, Junior with Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, it's time. Sports Talk with Junior. What you got, Junior?
Well, first of all, Carla, let me go ahead and just thank Richmond, Virginia for showing up like they did. We sure appreciate you, Richmond. 106.5 The Beat. Y'all showed out. Thank y'all so much. But you know what this weekend was, Carla, Tommy?
What?
HBCU homecoming games was in full effect this weekend.
Heard.
Yes.
I'm talking about the tailgate, the concert, the parties, happening all over the country this weekend. Okay, you had Spelman. You had Morehouse.
The Spelman beat Morehouse.
If you ask that question one more time,
I'm just asking.
We're going to call you Kanye 2.0 for real.
You did. Uncle did right.
All I asked was just Spelman beat Morehouse.
Who
did Spelman play then? Who did they play?
Who playing for Spelman?
Play in what?
Yeah, what they doing?
Exactly. If it's Spelman's homecoming, who the hell did they play?
Spelman are a group of intelligent, articulate women.
I know. My sister went
they
there.
They have teams. They have
know
debate teams. They have book scholars. They have.
He said his sister went there. Why is he asking questions?
Hey, she was magna cum laude. I got all that. I'm asking y'all who the hell they played.
We know who wasn't. You better talk, Steve.
You wasn't. Your sister may have. You damn sure wasn't. I know I wasn't because I didn't even know what it was.
That part.
Hampton had a homecoming this weekend.
Yes.
Howard. And Jackson State, man. If you did not see Jackson State, come on,
boy.
Prime put on a show all weekend long.
Boy, did the Browns win?
Hell no. You didn't know that?
What did you do?
I ain't seen nothing. It ain't nothing over here.
Maybe y'all need a
what
homecoming.
it is. He's salty.
Y'all probably need a homecoming. That's what y'all need.
Jackson State sidelines were probably the most star-studded because they had Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Snoop came down to Jackson, Mississippi.
Come on, boy.
Rick
D.O.
Ross.
Double G.
But this one threw me, though. Uncle. And I don't know how this going homecoming, but the whole cast of P-Valley.
I love it.
The whole cast of P-Valley.
Uncle Clifford was in the building.
On the
JSU
sideline.
Homecoming, yeah.
Jackson State.
That's fly. That's fly.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know why, Junior? Because we got time today.
Yes.
We got time today.
We swag.
If I ain't swag, who swag?
That was
Shout
good.
out to Jackson State, man. You know, man, if you ain't seen it, you just go to Prime's Instagram, see everything that happened at their homecoming. But
Hey,
you know,
man, what was the
next
score of the Browns game?
Oh, no. Let me get you that right now. Too much to not enough. Too much to not enough.
I'll give
That's
it to
what
you
it
tomorrow,
was.
I'm going to give it to you. I just had to shout out HBCU just to give black people some love right quick. That's all we doing.
Love it. Homecoming in full effect.
I'm getting to go tomorrow.
Thank you, Junior, for the homecoming update. PVU homecoming this weekend. Junior,
Come on, you know.
2023. They lost.
Oh, the Browns.
Yeah.
Got the Browns. Okay, we got a lot going on. All right, let's bring it in. Coming up at the top of the hour, Tommy has an issue and he needs your help, Uncle Steve. We'll talk about it at the top.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Tommy, what is it now? You wanted to ask your Uncle Steve something. You've been tripping all morning. What is it now? What's wrong?
I have not been tripping. I have been myself.
Yes, you have.
I have been myself completely.
Very much so.
Okay. I have
So
been.
what is it?
I ain't been nothing but Tommy this morning, but I just want to talk to Dr. H. Dr. H is who I want to speak to.
Who is Dr. H? Your uncle?
That's he know who he is. Listen, I've been suffering from BHA, and I'm just trying to find someone who can.
Well, see, you was born
What
that
is
way,
that?
What is that?
No.
What is BHA, Dr. H? What is that?
though. Big head asset.
Boy, that is
What
not
is
what
it?
BHA
Wait a
is.
minute. Don't run over this. Wait a minute. What is it?
I thought it was big head asset. I was
No.
was born with a size head.
BHA is Bootyholic Anonymous. Now listen,
Oh, what? So stupid.
Yeah, I'm good for you.
when I was in 11th grade, Regina Collins, she walked in my fourth period English class with a big old booty. Ever since then, I've been a bootyholic. I like them. I stare at them, and this has been going on for years and years.
Yes.
And my heart, huh?
No, go ahead. I just said yes.
Yeah, my heart has grown fonder and fonder for big booties. But what now? It seems like I need some help because I can't quit staring at them. I can't quit looking at them. I can't keep. And I'm just want to stop and talk to Dr. H and see if you can get me through this BHA once again, Bootyholic Anonymous. My name is Tommy, and yes, I have a bootyholic problem. And I just need some
first of
help.
all, Tommy, thank you for calling in today to
Yes.
Dr. H. And this is a very common syndrome, so I don't want you to feel alone in this matter. You suffering from BHA, Bootyholics Anonymous, is a very
Yes, sir.
real thing. The fact that you
It
stare
is?
at them uncontrollably and you can't stop, there is a solution for it.
Now, what is that? What is
Especially for married men, there is a solution for it.
It better be.
All you have to do is intentionally, in front of your wife, stare at the next one that walks by and make it as obvious as you can.
Wow, now why
I'm
would I
talking
do?
about stare at it, drool,
Yes.
make little noises that's supposed to be under your breath. Stuff like that. Do that in front of her.
In front of the wife.
Yeah, you will be cured after that. You won't ever do that again.
Why is that?
I'm talking about backhand.
Now,
Well, look
Now
here.
what-
Look, well, look at the new married boy. How that gonna work, huh? Yeah. Oh,
There
there
you go, Junior. Learn
There you
yourself
go.
something.
Come on, little stupid. There you go. Well, how that gonna work, Unc? Oh, it ain't.
now help me with this, Dr. H.
Okay.
When in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning, when I'm dreaming about big old booties,
Yeah.
and I wake up in a sweat, what do I need to do at 2 o'clock in the morning when all these booties is just in my head?
Well, what you do then is take your pillow and wipe your face and mouth with it.
What?
And then what?
For what?
Because when you dreaming about these big booties,
This is
grab your pillow as if it were one. And when you wake up, wipe your mouth and face with the pillow.
Okay.
Which in essence will be a booty. That right there will allow you to have a moment with it
This is really stupid. And Junior, what are you writing down? This is
I'm
stupid.
writing down everything he just said.
Yeah, he need all this information.
As if it was a
What?
That's good, Junior. Write all this
Yes.
down. You're going to need all this information because you young and stupid. Ain't nothing worse than a young stupid boy.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Dr. H.
No, thank you.
Oh, no.
And big ups to all them booties out there. Thank you.
Shut up, Tommy. Coming up in
Just-
20 minutes after more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tommy, I heard you and Junior commenting on how big the new NBA, those championship rings are. Last week, the
Oh, they're
Golden
huge.
State Warriors, received their championship rings, and they are huge. They are
outrageously huge.
Well, they got to be big now. They're putting them on tall-ass people. Tommy
Carrots.
and Junior, y'all ain't going to be able to wear the ring.
Okay, hey, we can wear that ring.
Because
Check
if
this out,
y'all
though.
don't keep y'all hand in your pocket, y'all ring just be dragging on the ground like your knuckles.
It's so big. 16 carats of yellow and white diamonds. They are huge. Like you said, Steve, they're heavy. Would you walk around with 16 carats on your hand?
Put that
would you
damn
do that
thing right on, except in Atlanta.
Oh, God.
You can't put that ring on in Atlanta, and you can't wear it in Johannesburg. Either one, and your whole hand will be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
16
something you
carats.
put that ring on that beat. Like this is a pinky ring for you on.
I'll be at the Ward show
doing what?
picking my teeth with it. I have it on my baby finger and be
That's
just
a lot
picking
of
my
that's a
teeth
lot of
with it.
ring right there, man.
That's
The
a lot.
whole damn award show. Every time the camera swing by, I got my finger in my damn. Why's Steve picking his teeth? You see?
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, that championship ring.
Right. Just stunting.
No.
All right, we got to go.
If
Coming
I
up
ain't,
next.
hey, let me tell you
What?
something. If I ain't picking my teeth, I'm gonna be playing with my nipples.
Okay, anyway, another round of Would You Rather right after this crazy fool.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Would you rather? Okay, would you rather no soap of any kind in the house or no electricity in the house?
No soap or no
Soap of
electricity.
any kind or
just in the
no
dark, then.
electricity.
Give me some soap in here.
Oh,
How?
I
Daylight
need that
coming.
electricity. Oh no, we used to
I need that
bathe in-
electricity.
Oh no, we used to bathe in washing powder.
You can't use that though. No soap.
No
That ain't
soap,
soap, that's
of
washing
any.
powder.
That's soap powder.
soap. That's
That's
a
soap
detergent.
powder.
Well, your ass will be in there with that pine saw. Oh, your little funky ass, your little funky ass is gonna get clean though.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna do.
Yeah. I'ma
You're not
clap your
fitting to
nose
sit
to
up
my
in here
ass.
and just be nasty. Get some pine saw. There's some Murphys in here.
The Murphys.
Boy, you gonna be in here, man. We done done something you don't
Murphy's,
understand,
what is
man.
that?
I done
You
went
say
to
what
school
is-
smelling
what's
like
Murphy?
disinfectant before. Murphy's oil, so
Why
you
can't
just
he
young.
just be young?
He don't know nothing. Murphy? What is Murphy's? See, Junior, your problem is you ain't been dirt poor before. That's your problem. Came out, you went to college and everything. Came out, got your job, got your career in comedy, all this here. You ain't been dirt poor. You ain't never took a bath. Hey, Junior, I grew up with no running water. I didn't flush a toilet till I was 5. Junior, I took all my baths in the number 2 wash tub.
Come on, boy.
Whoa.
A number 2 wash tub. I didn't even know what a bathtub was. When I got to Cleveland and saw a bathtub, I thought it was a swimming pool.
Tell him how good hot dog water is, dog. Tell him how
Dog,
good it is.
boy, you ain't had no hot dog water?
Yeah.
I used to do it to Tommy all the time, told him it was soup. I boiled hot dogs. I eat all the hot dogs, and I pour a little cup in there with Tommy, and I put a little cracker next to it. Told Tommy it was soup.
You couldn't give him a hot dog?
He didn't eat no. I'm eating these. It's 4 hot dogs. I'm eating all 4 of them. He little ass don't eat no whole hot dog.
Oh my
All
God.
right, we got another one real quick. Would
you
you
got?
rather have a quickie on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or 15 minutes of sex on Saturday and Sunday?
Oh, no, I'm them quickies. I'm quickie anyway. So
3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I ain't
quickie.
but 6 minutes, Carla. I ain't but 6.
No, I'm going to take them 15 minutes. Woo!
Saturday and Sunday,
Thank
you
you.
put in work.
Yeah.
Well, you be busy. I'm going to work tonight.
Now, Junior, you supposed to be putting in time, Junior. Now, you ain't supposed to be nowhere near no 5-6 minutes.
Who? No, you
What?
don't know my
How?
work.
He young.
Oh, okay.
Shut the pop, pop.
Okay, moving on. All right. Coming up, it's the last break of the day. Hey, stop that. We're going to close out the show with Steve's closing remarks right after. Don't say nothing else.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, it's our last break of the day. So before we get to Steve's closing remarks, you want to shout out Richmond. They held it down for you this past weekend.
Man,
What's up?
let me tell you something, boy. It was easy in there. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, Richmond, man. 106.5 The Beat. Thank you for all the love. We appreciate all y'all that came out, man. We had a wonderful time. I just can't believe
Junior,
I'm
what
just
you
this
call
ignorant.
it? Something 6'5". What is that?
106.5 The Beat, Tommy. That's
That's
the
the radio station.
That's the station.
1065.
106.5 The Beat.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I
clear.
didn't
thought you
understand.
said 165. I was finna say.
Yeah, that's
No,
what it
106.5
sounded like.
The Beat. I was up there at the station. I know, Tommy. You ain't got.
I thought you thought you was
6'5".
6'5". I didn't know what
dog,
you.
if you gonna be sick
I
with
thought
me,
you
dog,
said
just quit talking to
65.
healthy people. Just stay your ass sick over here with me, man.
Not stay in the sick lane.
Y'all sick ass. So I'm here. I-65 cuts through Nashville. It don't cut through Richmond. So when you said I-65, I was 165. I was going, boy.
Let me ask you
Where you
something.
thought you
Let me
was?
ask
You
you
must have flew.
If Tommy gonna be sick, can he just learn the rules of us being sick over here?
Tell him one of the rules of being.
One of the rules is quit talking to healthy people. That's what you need to stop.
I'm not finna stay sick with you, Junior. My
You get
cancer
out.
gone.
Junior, you
I'm not finna do this with you. No,
Tommy,
I'm not finna.
Well, you over here
I'm
now,
not
and you
finna
messing-
stay
you
over
making us
here
look bad. Go
and
ahead,
be
I ain't
sick
gonna argue
with
you.
you. My
You ain't gotta be
cancer
sick.
gone.
But since you
Hell
in here,
no.
your
Sure
ass need
sound
to
like it, though.
understand.
You
Quit
sound
talking to
sick.
healthy people first.
Shut up, Steve.
I'm just trying to add fuel on the fire. You still sound sick. You ain't fully recovered. I'm glad you recovered, though. The cancer gone. But
Yes, sir, Tommy. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
vocal cords are still recovering. The Junior ass sitting
They
there
coming back.
waiting. All Junior sitting there praying it don't get cold.
What I'm doing,
Praying it don't get cold. You know, I ain't never heard nothing like that. Junior told me you get cold, it be a crisis. I be living in Phoenix so fast.
The Caribbean. That's
The
just
desert.
always- right.
I be
desert.
sitting out there just warm as hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do
Radio
this. Let's do
equipment
this.
would
Let's
be
do this.
outside
Since
under
you-
a metal
since-
shed. I make sure I'm hot.
keeping heat going.
It's just hot all the time. What is it,
Since you know
nephew?
directions so well, get me from Phoenix to Atlanta driving.
Phoenix to Atlanta. It's real simple.
Phoenix to Atlanta, drive it. Let's go.
I'm going to take that 10. I'm going to take that 10. I ride that 10 all the way in to,
Ooh.
let me see.
He a GPS for real.
I run that 10. I could go two ways now. I
Okay.
could run that 10 to 55 and come up on 20 and then come cross.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could take that 10 and run it all the way down to Mobile.
Okay.
Then come up through Montgomery.
Now, what
And it
what
won't
freeway
get-
is that? What highway is that when you come
85.
up through? Okay.
85. Now,
God.
65 don't start to Nashville.
Okay.
See, because you come 71 out of Cleveland.
How do you know all this?
65 don't start to Nashville. Then you take 65. 65 come down all through Birmingham. And you can run 65 down there till you get to 59. 59 will loop you back over into Tuscaloosa.
Damn.
20, 20 East carry you right on in Atlanta, and 20 West carry you right on back down through Mississippi, Louisiana, straight on over to Dallas.
Okay,
Wow.
You can bring that 65 straight on down to Mobile, baby. How you want to
get
do
from, Can you get me from Chicago to D.C.?
it? Chicago to
To
D.C. I'll take 80 straight cross. Just get on 80, run that 80 east, run that 80 straight east.
You remember?
You
Carla, you remember that orange
east,
map?
You can jump up on 90 east, come out of Erie View, Pennsylvania. You can ride it like that. You can take that 80, you can get on down there to 495 and loop right on around it. Your ass will be in D.C.
You need to do voice work for GPS, Steve.
I'm telling you right now, that white lady on GPS, they be telling, turn right here right now. All that.
Oh my God, boy! You make me
Dog,
think
I
of
get
the
you
key
anywhere,
map.
man.
And you
That's
know
key
this
map.
how, Steve, though, but how do you know
Because
all
when
of
I
this?
was on tour, there was no GPS. I had to buy a new atlas every 6 months.
Because it kept
A
changing.
new atlas. And the
Okay.
atlas had
Map.
all of the states in there. And then they had one big map where you could see all the states connected. I learned every route and interstate in the country. And they've added some new ones since I stopped touring that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But the basic ones is still there.
Take me from New York City
New York.
down to Dallas.
First I'm gonna just get right here. I'm gonna just take 95. I'm gonna come
Do all
95.
that-
I'm gonna go straight 95 south, and then I'm gonna go 95 south, and I'm gonna run that thing down to Columbia, South Carolina. As soon as I
Okay.
get in Columbia, you can take the 1 too. Now, if you want to take the scenic route, you can take the 1. You can take the 1 on down. I get into Columbia, South Carolina. As soon as I get in Columbia, South Carolina, I jump on the 20. I come 20 east. 20 east gonna take me from Columbia, South Carolina to Augusta. Then it's gonna hit Atlanta. Then Atlanta gonna run me dead up into Birmingham. And then once I hit Birmingham, I'm still on the 20. What you looking at, Monica? I know what I'm talking about.
We listening. Come on.
No, but look at her face like I'd have missed something. The ass come out of Columbia, South Carolina. You get up on the 20. The ass gonna run into Augusta. Then you gonna come through Atlanta. You come through Birmingham. What is you sitting up here looking? Then you get a little country ass Mississippi. Go on and touch that sip. And you run through. You gonna run through Delhi, Rayville, Monroe. You gonna get to Shreveport, and when you get to Shreveport, you gonna cross the line. Your ass on the 20. Next bit, then you come through Tyler. Then you gonna come through Gladewater. Then you gonna come through Marshall, and then you gonna come right the ass to be in Dallas. You can do 635. You can go north, south, anywhere you want to.
Yes,
Boy,
sir.
what?
Yes, sir, Steve.
Boy,
Harvey.
What?
What?
Oh,
Tell him
my
to vote,
God.
Steve
I
Harvey.
get
That's
you
it.
that. Just like I know the way that, learn your ass the way to the polls. Show GPS and get your ass to the polls and vote.
Yeah.
So Stacey can be governor. We can get rid of some of this red stuff.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.